What's going on, everyone? This is your boy AshTheMan. Thank you so much for tuning in. So this is going to be my wish list for Mortal Kombat 11 Combat Pack 2. Now, Combat Pack 2 is not set to release for some time, but I'm pretty sure they is throwing some ideas or maybe having some type of conference about it. Let's be honest. But I wanted to give y'all my characters who I saw fit to make this combat pack in my vision. Now, in turn, the way that I constructed it is that just like with the first combat pack, consisting of like 6 characters, it's going to follow in the same suit. With me coming down with 6 characters that definitely made the list. Now, before I get started, I will talk about a few characters that didn't make the list, but definitely was good candidates. And the first one that didn't make the list was Quan Chi. Now, Quan Chi, I definitely, he was one of the first thoughts that came like, man, it would be awesome to see Quan Chi. Because if you looked at his ending in Mortal Kombat 10, it was like, they revived him so that he could stop Raiden because Raiden went out of control. So it would have definitely been interesting to see him actually make the game. Another one that didn't make the list was Kun Jin. Kun Jin is a descendant of Kung Lao. So it would have definitely been interesting to see a new character actually be brought in. And it's kind of one of those things like, why did like some of the new characters that was introduced isn't in Mortal Kombat 11? It's more so like they have like a huge roster of old characters like from previous or for day one. So for Kun Jin not to, be included, there's obviously some type of people that's on my list. And the last one that I am going to mention is Goro. Goro would have definitely been interesting to see in the new Mortal Kombat 11, like, the fighting style that they have in here. This system is definitely, it's heightened from Mortal Kombat 10. So just to see Goro in there, who Goro is definitely a fan favorite, would have definitely been interesting also. But nevertheless, let's definitely jump into this list. And I just want to let you know that this list is not set in order from least favorite to top favorite. It's basically just going down the line. So nevertheless, let's start. And the first one that's on my list is Takeda. Now, Takeda, honestly, out of him, Cassie Cage, Jackie Briggs, and Kun Jin, him and Cassie kind of like stand out the most to me. And the only reason being is because Cassie, she had like, Johnny Cage and Sonya Blade, mixture. And Kun Jin, he had sort of a mystery because Kenshi is his father. His mother was murdered, and all that. And Scorpion is actually the one that trained him. So he's part of the Shirai Ryu. So it would have definitely been interesting to see him in there. And technically, I still want him to be a part of it. That's why he's in this combat pack too. Like, his fighting style in 10 was similar to Scorpion, but downright it was his own. Like, of course, with him having, the whips and everything and the chains with it, of course, Scorpion having the spear with the chain on it, it would have just made sense to, have Takeda in here. And I'm really just still stuck on that. A lot of these new characters was introduced was not included in this particular Mortal Kombat. So I definitely want Takeda to definitely make a reappearance into the Mortal Kombat 11 scene. Now, the next one I want to do is Reptile. Now, Reptile has been one of those characters that I truly love ever since he was introduced officially in Mortal Kombat 2. See how I said officially, right? But he definitely has been in quite a few Mortal Kombats, but he definitely always had a nice place in there. It's never been to where it's like, hey, Reptile just doesn't feel right in this Mortal Kombat. And then if the whole like Deadly Alliance, Deception, they used him as, as the catalyst to bring back Onaga. So definitely Reptile have some position in there. And then when 10 come around, if you ever be his ending, he basically was looking for what clan that he's belonged to, and they kind of gave a little bit of history of it, but not every ending is canon. It's technically, ever since they started doing story mode, everybody ending technically is not canon, so just saying. But definitely Reptile, I think, would definitely fit the feat. I mean, as you've seen that they introduced Shang Tsung, he actually has a move to where he does the Reptile slide, so definitely I would love to see them just do a full-fledged Reptile character design, in here. It would definitely be interesting. Now, third on the list, I would actually like to see Triborg make an appearance back, because Triborg, when he was announced for Mortal Kombat 10, I was like Triborg, and then you see Sector, you see Cyrex, and you see the smoke just all in one person. Of course, you have to choose the variant that caters to that particular type of robot, but it was really interesting to know that in one character you got three. So to have that aspect in Mortal Kombat 11 definitely will be crazy. Because again, they can still add that same feat because of course Cyrax and Sector was in the story, and both of them it has been dynamite in there in Mortal Kombat 11, so it would definitely make sense to at least bring them, and then to add Smoke into there would definitely be great. So not a bad idea. Now I would love to see for the next one, Kentaro make an appearance. Now Kentaro, of course, he was in the second Mortal Kombat. He was in Trilogy, and he had a little cameo in MK9. He definitely was in MK Armageddon. But I would definitely love to see him make an appearance in there, because if you see Shang Tsung, his fatality, you see Kentaro being a part of that appearance, and they already have the design for him, so it would definitely just be great to just put him right in the game and just make him a feature. Like you had Goro in the last one, let's just make a tradition just to bring Kentaro in the next, and he would definitely make a good feat, and definitely was to stir up the Mortal Kombat scene. Definitely will feel that. Now, for this next one, and I'm gonna explain why I chose this. Doomsday. Now, reason I say Doomsday is because again, if you look at like the Injustice and Mortal Kombat thing, like they have like it's beneficial now that they just been like introducing each other's characters in different games. Like for instance, in Injustice 2, they had Sub-Zero and Raiden. In the first Injustice, they had Scorpion. So in NK11 first pack, you got the Joker in there, which the Joker will fit the Mortal Kombat scene very well. I'm not saying that he wouldn't, but I would just love to see like Doomsday take the picture. Him being a big guy, and like a couple of the big guys that's in there, like Shao Kahn and Koto Kahn, definitely would add a little bit more of of a heavy hitter in there, because he was definitely a problem if you ever played Injustice, and if you had the right person, he could definitely do some nasty things on him. I'm not saying that he would OP, he was just real nice to have to the scene. So having Doomsday in here would definitely fit the role with his brutal, acts and the things that you see that he did in the comics and in the DC movies. Oh man, he would definitely hit all points of being in this combat pack. Now for the last person, and this is definitely going left field, but this definitely was heavily influenced by Injustice 2. Because of that, I was thinking of having the Shredder from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles being included in the last person for the MK pack 2. Now, again, like I said, it's heavily influenced by Injustice 2 because they added the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Now all four turtles, just like how they did with Triborg, all four turtles was basically one character. You just choose the variant that, not choosing a variant, but you choose the things that you equip to kind of like change it up of which character you want to play with, and then the characters that the character that you is playing, you use your the other characters to kind of like do special moves to do pop-ups and things in that general. But however, with the Shredder definitely adds a whole different aspect to have him in there. Of course, he doesn't have like like different forms or anything like that, but the Shredder is known for being very brutal, with murdering Musashi, and if you ever watched the Turtles. But I think he would definitely make it interesting debut for the MK scene, especially 11. Like 11 definitely would have the proper tunes to have Shredder being in there, because Shredder can definitely have a crazy fatality and stuff like that, and maybe have some type of reference between them. And just think about it, with Shredder, kind of like being a ninja and Scorpion being a ninja, them clashing. And then I'm talking about like, you know, hey, the Foot Clan is better than the Shiryu, or the Foot Clan is a disgrace to ninjas or something like that. Just to think about those two like meeting in a fighting scene and getting down to business definitely will be crazy. But that wraps it up for the my wish list for MK11 Combat Pack 2. Like, let me know in the comments below which 6 characters you think would be an awesome fit to put into Mortal Kombat 11 Combat Pack 2. Just let me know in the comments below. Other than that, I just want to thank you guys for definitely tuning in. If you could hit that subscribe button and hit that notification button for me, I would definitely appreciate it. And also just want to give a little, like shout out to my boy JJ. He been posting Mortal Kombat Towers. Hey JJ, if you listening to this, I want to see who you think will be a nice addition to the Combat Pack 2. Just let me know. I'll definitely like to hear it, or do a little video about it. Other than that, your boy AshTheMan is out. Peace.